Good morning, everyone. Thank you, and welcome to our April Shotsuki service. And to our Christian friends, we wish them a happy Easter. 皆様おはようございます。本日は4月の小月法要にようこそお参りくださいました。I will, as soon as I get the list, hang on just a moment. We're very happy to see all of you, but we're also very happy to see so many of our members who attended the Lumbini 50th anniversary fundraiser last night. So some of us are a little pooped. Happily. Thank you, Jason. Jason has to do everything. I will now read the names of our loved ones whom we are honoring in the month of April. These names are being read at the request of their families. Akahoshi Tomi-sama, Arakaki Fumiko-sama, Fukuda Yukio-sama, Fukunaga Gomen kudasai, Fukunaga Akito-sama, Gushiken Akira-sama. This is his 50th year. Hanaoka Minoru-sama, Harada Yuriko Lily-sama, Harris Michael-sama. This is his 17th year. Higashi Kiso-sama, Imamura Kikue-sama, Inao Howard Kazuma-sama, Ishigaki Kiyoshi-sama, Kaneko Hazel Saiko-sama, Kashiwabara Hideo-sama, Kashiwabara Yae-sama, Kawa Taro-sama, his 13th year, Kawahira Juichi Doi Masakazu-sama, 25 years, Kawai Imao-sama, Kokuga Kyoko-sama, Kosaka Masayuki-sama, Kurihara Aiba Seikuro-sama, Maehara Akimi-sama, 33 years, Maehara Mine-sama, Melhorn Teruyo Ogawa-sama, Mitsuuchi Mary Shizuko-sama, Miyuki Mokusen-sama, Mizunoe Wataru-sama, Murata Suematsu-sama, Nakao Shizue-sama, Niizawa Sato-sama, Ogihara Miyuki-sama, Okano William Masaharu-sama, Onodera Ken-sama, Saida Haruo-sama, Saida Tom Tomoyuki-sama, 50 years, Saito Fumio-sama, 50 years, Sakata Mitsuo-sama, Sakioka Katsuma-sama, Sakioka Tomio-sama, Sato Tom Takao-sama, Sekine Hideyuki-sama, Suzuki Kenichi-sama, 50 years, Taguchi Paul Masayoshi-sama, Takata Masako-sama, Takemoto Aya-sama, Tanaka Eiko-sama, Tanimitsu Stanley Satoru-sama, Toyoshima Tsuru-sama, Toyoshima Tadao-sama, Uehara Setsumi-sama, Ueno Mitsu-sama, Yamamoto Toji-sama, Yamamoto Mitsuko-sama, 13 years, Yamamoto Yoshimasa-sama, Yasuda William Kenjiro-sama. If I have missed a name, mispronounced a name, do let us know. Either tell me personally or let the office know. Thank you very much. Please rise for the Gatha I'm a link in the golden chain, page 119, QR 27. We have the joy of being accompanied by live musicians. Thank you. We will now go to pages 17, 18, QR2 for the Vandana, Ti-Sarana, and Three Treasures.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sammasambuddhassa. Difficult is it to receive life in human form, now we are living it. Difficult is it to hear the Buddha Dharma, now we hear it. If we do not receive awakening in the present life, then what life can we hope to receive it? Let us take refuge in the three treasures of the truth. I take refuge in the Buddha. May we together as one, beginning the great path of enlightenment. Holding our hearts, sweet consecration. I take refuge in the Dharma. May we together as one, enter the storehouse of Dharma, and attain true wisdom that seeks salvation. I take refuge in the Sangha. May we together as one, united in harmony, strive to live for the enlightenment of all beings. The incomparable deep and the profound Dharma is difficult to encounter, even through countless ages of kalpas. Now we were privileged to hear and receive it. Let us endeavor to slowly understand the true meaning of the Buddha Dharma. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu.
Now please join in chanting Shoshinge on page 20, QR4. If you have not already done so, you are welcome to offer incense after the first page of chanting. まだお焼香されていない方はお勤めの間にどうぞお焼香してくださいませ。
Go
Shoshinge
の方は今にこ
Thank you. You all sounded good. Now, isn't this exciting? We will have a musical presentation by the Dharma Strings. They will perform in Lumbini's garden and Edelweiss. Do all of you have the music? If you don't, put your hand up and I have extra copies.
Ready? Okay.
Wasn't that nice? Yes, thank you. We'll now have announcements. Oops, I forgot my little show and tell. This is Easter for our Christian friends, but for us, Hanamatsuri, which is the birth of the Buddha, will be later this week. So the Los Angeles Buddhist Temple Federation Hanamatsuri service is today at 1 p.m., and it will be held at Nishi Honganji. So I hope that those of you who are able will be able to support the Hanamatsuri service. You'll find a little booklet out front, okay? And just an incidental information, Tuesday's discussion group is canceled for April 7th because of our ongoing Wednesday evening lecture series. On Sunday, April 12th, we will have our usual Sunday service, which will be discussion group, so it's very interesting. But I also want to announce that that particular next weekend is the Cherry Blossom Festival at Barnes Park in Monterey Park. Many of our members support it and will be absent that day because they'll be working very hard to work the festival. It's very interesting. There's entertainment, food, and you'll love it. Okay? Then on the next Sunday, which is the 19th, we here at the Betsuing will be observing our Hanamatsuri service, so please do come at 10 o'clock. Are there any other announcements? Okay. Before we separate into our groups, please rise for the singing of... Oh, yes. Oh, I see. I do beg your pardon. Okay. First of all, Trish wants me to remind people that there is a Downtown Women's Center snack pack project the last Sunday of this month. The Saturday before that, you should come and help with our Toban gardening. We need to weed the gardens. Our gardens are beautifully kept, but weeding is something that's ongoing too, okay? Downtown Women's Center Sunday, last Sunday, the Saturday before that, the day before, in other words. But the important announcement that I've been reminded about is if you wish to join this Dharma Strings group, please do so. They practice every Thursday at 3, not every Thursday, second and fourth? Oh, if you have time, every Thursday at 3 p.m., and if you have any questions as to whether they're here or not, please call the office. But they're a lovely group, and as you can see... this is John. He will teach you to play your ukulele. So go out and get a ukulele right away, okay? I should introduce them. This is John, Rosa, Jeannie, Doug, Yoko, and of course, Imba Kawawata. Let's give them a hand. Okay, now, please stand up for the singing of Ondokusan I, page 112. Oh, we're going to sing 2? Excuse me, we're going to sing Ondokusan II, which is in English on page 54. Yeah. Oh, we're going to sing it both in English and Japanese. So those of you who know both, go ahead.
English first. English first.
English first, page 54.
Intro is the last one. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you. I'm sorry I didn't tell you what the page number for the Japanese, but next time, okay. The children are now excused to the Onaibutsu with Miss Mika for Children's Dharma Story by Mrs. Irene Ota, and somebody's really ready to go. Okay. The English sermon by Reverend Nagamine will be here in the Hondo. それではこれよりご法話をお願いします。輪番川端により日本語の法話は会議室になります。どうぞ日本語の方は会議室にお移りください。
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our April Shotsuki service. For those of you who attended last night's Lumbini reunion dance, I hope you have a wonderful time and aren't too tired this morning. As many of you know, April is such a special month in Buddhism as we celebrate the birth of Shakyamuni Buddha with Hanamatsuri service. While many Buddhist services tend to center around death and remembrance, this is one of the rare and meaningful occasions where we instead reflect on birth. You may have heard Shakyamuni's birth story many times by now, but the myth tells us that Gautama Siddhartha, later known as Shakyamuni, was born in the Lumbini garden when his mother, Queen Maya, stopped there to rest on her way to her parents' home. At the moment of his birth, it's said that a sweet rain fell, and he took 7 steps. Then, pointing one hand to the sky and one to the earth, he proclaimed, "Above and below the sky, I alone am the world-honored one," which might come off a little arrogant, but what he's really pointing to is that there's nothing else that can replace each of our lives. And of course, realistically speaking, a newborn baby can't just get up and walk and start talking like that. But the point of that story isn't whether it literally happened or not. It's the message behind it, and that is every single life is so precious. The other day, I was having a conversation about how much it costs when someone passes away. And I was honestly surprised. Death comes to everyone, but the people left behind have to deal with funeral costs, cremation, burial, and it adds up quickly. It's not something most of us really think about until we're faced with it. And it got me thinking, we don't choose to be born. We just kind of arrive here. And then after a lifetime, we leave. And even that comes with a cost. So between those two moments that we never chose, I found myself wondering, what is the meaning of all of this? For a long time, I think a lot of people believe that good life meant fitting into certain social expectations. Things like going to a good college, getting a high-paying job, getting married, starting a family. And for me, growing up as a woman, I was often told something a little bit more specific, like you should find somebody who's a doctor or a lawyer. I don't know if anybody can relate to that, but I was being told. But I think my generation looks things a little differently. Of course, there are still people who want to follow those expectations I mentioned, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I feel like more and more people are starting to choose different paths. And they're trying to figure out what works for them. And I think a big part of that is because society itself has changed. Education feels more accessible now. But at the same time, the cost of living has gotten so high, and that really affects people's decisions, like whether they can afford to get married or start a family. So what I'm trying to say here is, no matter what time we live in, there are always going to be certain expectations created by society. But following those expectations doesn't define who you are. And it doesn't really answer the question of what your self is. Reverend Manshi Kiyozawa once said, "What is the self? This is the fundamental question of human life." And though I have received this phrase many times, it struck me again when I was thinking about this question. How can I find a meaning of this life, especially when it seems to cost so much from beginning to end? So contemplating on that question, I think, one, I am too attached to the concept of money, and therefore, that was the first concern that popped up in my head. And two, I'm still not sure what's left of me if I had to introduce myself without mentioning things like my job or my age, things that are more about how other people see me. And I think Shakyamuni was kind of in the same position. Before he became the Buddha, he was a prince. He had everything. He was clever, and he had wealth, status, and a family. All the things society said would make a good life. And he still walked away from them. Not because those things are bad, but because they still didn't answer his question. Who am I? What is this life really for? So he sat under the Bodhi tree not knowing. And what he found was that this life, just as it is, already means something. That's what I think the birth story is really pointing to. Not, I'm great because of what I did, but rather just being here is already something precious. In Jodo Shinshu, Shinran Shonin went through something similar. He tried for years to be disciplined enough and to get closer to the answer to his question. And what he finally came to wasn't something he worked his way to, but it was something he received. The understanding that Amita's compassion doesn't wait for you to have everything figured out. It's already there. One of the seven masters, Shandao, writes in the commentary on the Meditation Sutra, "Our father and mother are external conditions. The true cause of my life is my own karmic consciousness." In other words, if we only place the responsibility for our birth on our parents, then our life starts to feel like something that was simply given to us. And from there, it's easy to fall into thinking like, I didn't ask to be born. This passage made me realize that there is no real birth without accepting your life as it is. And I'm grateful to have received this life, even with all its challenges and dissatisfactions I face. But this passage makes me ask myself if I am truly able to look at my life as my own responsibility without blaming the other conditions, not blaming my parents or society or the cost of things, but really facing this life with my own karma as its cause. And Reverend Kiyozawa's question, what is the self? This is the fundamental question of human life. I believe that this question that we all need to pursue throughout our limited life, like Shakyamuni and Shinran Shonin did. In the beginning, I mentioned we observe Hanamatsuri this month. I think what we celebrate isn't only his physical birth, but also the fact that he chose to face this exact question, because without him leaving the palace, the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha wouldn't have been discovered. This afternoon, as mentioned earlier, the LA Buddhist Temple Federation we'll be observing our annual Hanamatsuri at 1 p.m. at Nishi Honganji. And our Hanamatsuri family service will be held on April 19th. Through these opportunities, we're brought back to a very simple question. What does it mean to be human? What is the self? And how are we living our lives? So if you have some time this afternoon, I hope to see you at Nishi for the LABTF Hanamatsuri. Otherwise, I hope you have a wonderful Sunday afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We will have a good day, but it's heavy. You have to think about yourself and your life, okay? For those here today, please join us downstairs for refreshments. This concludes our April Shotsuki service. Thank you for being here today, and to those live streaming. For those streaming, you will miss out on our delicious refreshments, but that's it. We certainly hope that you will come in person next time. Thank you to our ministers, the Dharma strings, and our stalwart live streaming volunteers, Jason and Gary, and Brad, usually. Thank you to those of you who came, and I hope you do come downstairs. We'll see you next week, I hope. Thank you very much.